How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Wish. I've been getting a lot of questions about this stock. Many people are saying, hey, we got a brand new CEO. What is going on with the overall stock price? Again, it was very exciting when that news was announced, but here we are. What's next? So I'm going to do this video for you guys, so I hope you're prepared. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder, you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is a technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the selling and the buying behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we're going to be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Wish. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $2.34, being up 1.74%. On the low, it tested $2.26, and then on the high, testing $2.38. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 20.871 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 21.962 million shares. So right away, as you can see, we ended up having a green day. And then when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 40.97. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. So what we're seeing from Wish, yes, it is in a bear market. We had a strong pop when a new CEO was announced, and of course, we've been witnessing some selling pressure. We also have been seeing some weakness in the market as well, but we have to understand the next catalyst we have to look forward to is going to be earnings at the moment. So in order for us to start seeing that reversal, you're going to want to see Wish get above $2.55. Currently on the day at the high, it was at $2.38. So going into tomorrow, let's see if we can make that move going to at least $2.50 and then gaining some momentum where it can catch the 50-day right here around $2.97. I'm not saying this is going to happen this week, but I'm saying this is a move that you want to look for in the near future leading up into earnings. As far as for the worst case scenario here, you want to see if it can continue to hold up the $2 level. If it is unable to hold up $2, then I'm going to expect that we're going to have a lot of buyers stepping in if it starts going around to $1.91 or $1.92. But for the most part, like I said, it is looking bearish. Let's see if it can turn things around as this week progresses. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and short interest information for Wish. Scrolling down on the page, green rows indicate new positions while red rows indicate closed positions. So we're going to take a look at the recent filings for February the 8th. So we have a closed position from Perkin Hardy Strauss Inc. We also have Windmill Hill Asset Management Limited with a closed position, Bank of America with a closed position in regards to calls. We have a new position here from MyRay Asset Global Investment Company Limited with 33,987 shares. And then we see Swiss National Bank that purchased over 613,000 shares. And then we could see here from Raymond James and Associates with a closed position. And that's about it for February the 8th. Now, when we take a look at the short interest, the dark pool short volume ratio is at 46.69%, and then for the dark pool short volume, it is just over 3.25 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 10 million, updated 14 minutes ago, and then for the short buy fee rate, it is at 0.73%. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 4th, it was at 40.51, and then for the close of the 7th, it is at 46.69. So that is from yesterday. So what this tells us, Wish does continue to have short squeeze potential, and this is why it's very important it needs to have more buying volume coming into the stock. So now let's take a look at the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Wish. So we see here on the inflow it's at 5.90, and then on the outflow it's at 7.99. So it was an outflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 0.43. On the medium, it was 3.88. 1.8, and then on the small, it was 1.59. Taking a look at the outflow side, you can see on the large, it was 1.60. On the medium, it was 5.03. And then on the small, it was 1.36. Taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for the close of February the 8th, it being at negative 1.17 million. And in the 2 trading days prior to that, it was actually inflows. Analyzing the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tend to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the large, which represents whales, institutions, or funds, this is where we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 3.57%. So not too bad for a stock like Wish. We know it's volatile. It has been on quite the downtrend, but there are still many who are inside of this play holding on to their positions. So now let's go into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for Wish, when it comes to the price action, as far as support, you want to see the stock at least hold up the $2 level. If it is unable to do that, that's where I can see this pullback going to around $1.90 and then seeing where it could go from there. But again, this can get very interesting because I'm seeing things all over in the media talking about Wish being an acquisition target, whether it might be Amazon or whether it might be even Alibaba that might want to acquire Wish. If this does happen, I think this would be great and it would be beneficial for the overall stock and maybe it could actually help push the company forward. But again, none of this is guaranteed, but it's just one thing that you're going to want to pay attention to and keep an eye on. Also, I know we did end up having an appointment of a new CEO. It was exciting. We saw a jump in the stock price, but again, that excitement has faded. We know that earnings is the next catalyst that's going to be coming up for Wish. And if it doesn't turn out being good, you guys already know what's going to be happening to this stock, especially with the market conditions that we're in. A lot of the stocks that are doing well are the ones that have proven businesses behind them and they've been showing strong guidance. An example of that would be Apple. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the recent institutional ownership, we could see from the filings institutions have been loading up on shares. And then when we take a look at the short interest, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. But like I said, you need to have that buying volume coming into the stock. You want to see demand inside of the market. If you're not seeing that and we continue to have low volume, this is why the stock will continue to pull back and why you're going to be frustrated and be like saying, hey, what the hell is going on with this stock? So let's see what happens as this week progresses. And also keep in mind, we do have some key CPI data that's going to be coming out on Thursday, which is going to impact the market as a whole. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.